Okay. So this will be the December 2024 Traffic and Parking Commission meeting. Pursuant to Chapter 2 of the Acts of 2023, this meeting of the Traffic Commission may be conducted via remote participation. We will post an audio recording, audio-visual recording, transcript, or other comprehensive record of these proceedings as soon as possible after the meeting on the City of Somerville website and local cable access government channels. Before we get going, I think we're going to establish a roll call vote to see if we have the quorum.
Yes, thank you, Lieutenant Rymel. So we'll start off. Lieutenant Rymel,
Present.
Counselor Said,
Present.
Lena Webb,
Present.
and Assistant Chief Tierney.
Present.
And that's 4 present, and we have a quorum.
He was here the whole time. He was just holding back, so we didn't have to do it. All right, groovy, as she would say. So, item number 1, can I get a roll call vote to accept the minutes of the meeting from November 14th of the 2024 Traffic Commission meeting? Oh, I'm sorry, let's do the ground rules first. I'm sorry. Listen to the ground rules, focus on issues, not personalities, avoid questioning motives, and be polite. Item number 1, accept them from the minutes of the November 14th, 2024 Traffic Commission meeting. Jackie?
Oh, yes. So we'll just need you to call for a motion.
Motion to accept the minutes, November minutes.
I'll make a motion to accept.
I second.
Okay,
And now we can move into a roll call vote for the motion to accept the minutes. So Lieutenant Rymel,
yes.
Counselor Said,
Yes.
Lena Webb,
Yes.
Assistant Chief Tierney,
Yes.
and that's 4 yes, and the motion carries.
Okay, groovy tunes, as she would say. Item number 2, request for an accessible parking space at 120 Walnut Street. Who is here to discuss this matter?
Good evening, Adrienne Pomeroy, ADA coordinator with the City of Somerville. I received a request via the Traffic and Parking Department for an accessible parking space at 120 Walnut Street. I have reviewed the application and the space and recommend this for approval.
Okay, anyone wish to discuss the matter? Comment on the matter? Hearing none, can I get a roll call vote to accept item number 2?
I'll make a motion to accept.
I second.
Anybody else? Okay. Can I get a roll call vote, Jackie, to accept item number 2?
Yes. Lieutenant Rymel,
Yes.
Counselor Said,
Yes.
Lena Webb,
Yes.
Assistant Chief Tierney,
Yes.
and that's 4 yes, and the motion carries.
Okay. Item number 3, request for a loading zone at 211 to 213 Highland Ave for approximately 70 feet between the bus stop and the fire hydrant. The loading zone hours will be 8 a.m. to 2:30 a.m. and will revert to resident permit parking from 2:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. Who is here to discuss item number 3?
Hi, thank you. Suzanne Renford from the Parking Department. So this was a request from the businesses at this location. So we have a little slideshow for you. So the request, as you read it, there were 3 restaurants there: the Dumpling Kitchen, Sam, Farfalle, and Shawarma, and Lemon Tide. And we also have the Illumination Photo Lab, and they're all located at the intersection of Highland Ave and Lowell Street. All 4 of these locations experience a high volume of deliveries and customer pickups each day. There are currently no loading zones or short-term parking options nearby. Both the parking department and the businesses receive frequent complaints from neighbors, customers, and bus riders about illegal parking. Vehicles in bus stops, vehicles parking in the accessible space with no placard, blocking driveways, parking in no parking areas at the corners, and blocking the flow of traffic through the intersection. We have a few examples of these. I want to just scroll. So here you can see a delivery truck at the bus stop. You can see a vehicle parked in the bus stop, vehicle parked in the accessible space with the hazards on. And we have vehicles parked in the bus stop and blocking the driveway. And then we have a delivery truck blocking the turning onto Lowell Street. So currently, this is what's there now. The yellow indicates the bus stop on either side of the street, and the green indicates the 2-hour except by permit parking, and the blue is the accessible spot. And then the purple on the side streets are the residential permit parking. We propose that we change the 2-hour except by permit into this red area, which would be the loading zone, and everything else would stay the same. The only difference is this loading zone would revert back to permit parking as the other restrictions on the street are. They're 2 hours except by permit, 8 a.m. to 2:30 a.m. The loading zone would be 8 a.m. to 2:30 a.m. and then 2:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. It would revert back to permit parking, just like the 2-hour parking does. Hopefully I explained it. Do you guys have any questions?
This affect the, you have it highlighted in purple on the Lowell Street side. It doesn't affect that at all. It's just the Highland Ave.
Correct.
Oh,
And at the discretion of our chair tonight, Lieutenant Reimal, I believe there are 2 of the businesses and a local resident in the audience.
okay.
If anyone in the audience would wish to offer public comment, we'll limit to 2 minutes, and you can use the function on Zoom to raise your hand. I see Lumentation raise their hand. If you're calling in by phone, you can do *9 to raise your hand. So we'll just start off, and I see Lemon Tie raised your hand. So we'll just put a little timer up on the screen so that we can all see it. And I'm going to unmute Lumentation and give you 2 minutes to speak. And then after that, we'll do Lemon Tie, if that is okay with you, Lieutenant Reimal.
Yep, go ahead. Did Lemon Tie speaking first, you said, or Illumination?
This is Lumentation should be able to unmute now.
Okay,
Hey, how you doing, everybody? Can you hear me okay?
yes.
Oh, great. Well, thank you so much for allowing this issue to come forward and for some time to speak. My name is Jeff Phelps. I run Lumentation there at 219 Highland Ave. I definitely agree that this would be really constructive for the whole neighborhood. Everything that they already brought up kind of briefly, really unfortunately is copy paste at night after night, day after day. This is a continuous issue. It's tough for us as businesses because we can't get trucks in ways that don't really impede traffic, even worse. And then it also is interruptive for the folks who live there, as well as the delivery drivers and everything themselves, because sometimes they don't have places to be. I feel like this is a really constructive way for us to find something that works for everybody if we could implement it and without any stress. And I just wanted to come here and, at least express my confidence towards this and anything else. And thank you so much.
Well, thank you. Next up, as you said,
Is Lemon Tie, and you
Cuisine. Hello?
should be able to unmute now.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello. We can hear you fine. Yes,
Hi.
go ahead.
Yeah, I have a same problem. I'm like from the Lemon Thai Cuisine, 215 Highland Avenue. I have a same problem with the Lumentation also because we have like a lot of customer to come to pick up the order, delivery order also. Some of them like just park like illegal, park on the driveway, park on the like a bus stop or sometimes like that is creating the traffic disruption and the safety concern also. I think we have the same problem with the Lumentation also. Thank you.
Thank you.
And then we have one more raised hand in the audience. So Peg Morgan, you should be able to unmute now.
Hi, thank you. I just want to say that I know that this corner is problematic every night. And I think from my point of view, we want to support the businesses because things are getting tighter and tighter for small businesses to exist. And anything we can do to help them be successful, I think has to do with the quality of our whole community. So there's like a big picture support for businesses, I think. And I know that all of them are really hoping that this will go through. Thank you for considering it.
Thank you. Is that it, Jackie?
Yes.
Good. Any questions or comments from the commission on item number 3?
I just raised my hand. I just want to say a few things. Can I speak?
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you. I just want to say that Miss Morgan, who's here who just spoke, I want to take a moment and thank her for helping the businesses making that connection with the city, and also thank Director Rinfret for helping with that process. I highly recommend that we accept this item tonight. As the businesses have shared tonight, this is getting to the point where it's really creating unsafe parking conditions there. So again, a lot of work was put into this, and I really hope we can fix this by providing this.
Okay, thank you, Counselor. Any other comments from the commission? Questions, comments? Okay, hearing none, can I get a motion to accept or deny request for item number 3?
I make a motion to accept.
I'll second that.
Jackie, can I get a motion to accept? Roll call vote for item number 3.
Yes. Lieutenant Raimel,
Yes.
Counselor Said,
Yes.
Webb,
Yes.
Assistant Chief Tierney,
Yes.
and that's 4 yes, and the motion carries.
Excellent. Moving along, item number 4, next on the agenda, Tough Street Reconstruction Project Curb Regulation Changes. Part A, regarding the 40-foot of curb on the east side of Tough Street nearest 19/23 Tough Street. Request to convert the existing no parking anytime regulation to a loading zone from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and permit parking only at all other times. Section B is acting that regarding the 40-foot of curb on the east side of Tough Street nearest 45/47 Tough Street. Request to convert the existing no parking anytime regulation to a loading zone from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and permit parking only at all other times. Who is here to speak on item number 4?
That would be me, Viola Augustine, planner in the mobility division. And just to remind everybody, we came to you 2 months ago with more information on the project. So this is just the final request we are making to add parking back to Tough Street. And Jackie, if you want to go to the next page, and my apology, just assume that item number 5 means 4. And I think we can change that before we upload it. So this is the plan. And this is between Glen Street and Washington Street. So we are requesting to add 40 feet as indicated on the plan, and to have that be the no parking, or sorry, currently it is no parking, and we are asking it to change to commercial vehicles 20 minutes parking, passenger vehicles 5-minute parking from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and then to permit parking all other times. And if you want to go to the next, it's very much the same. This is the section between Glen Street and Dell Street. And again, 40 feet in front of 45 Tufts and 47 Tufts with the same regulations. Commercial vehicle, 20-minute, passenger vehicle, 5-minute parking from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and to permit parking all other times. And currently, this is also a no parking.
And just for attendance records, I will state, welcome Chair Lathan to the meeting. Lieutenant Rimel's been leading it like a pro.
With 6 groovy tunes and what else did I say? I don't know, I forget. Anyway, I relinquish the chair back to Jill.
But I
Right.
think, Chair, we are having trouble hearing you. Still on, well, it looks like you're unmuted, but we can't hear anything.
Do you want to finish this one up and have her take over number 5?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
No, now
okay.
Oh, you can hear me now?
Yep.
When I-
Yeah.
All right, any discussions for this particular item?
I had a quick question, if I may, through the chair. Is all the construction completed on Trout Street already? That's where we're implementing all the new parking.
No, through the chair. This is has not even started. We're going out to bid shortly, and the construction is going to start hopefully next year in 2025, and probably completion in 2026.
Great.
Any other discussion? Hearing none. I'm assuming you guys took up this item A and B together under item 4? Okay.
Yes, we did, yeah.
Hearing none, may I get a motion to accept or deny item number 4, A and B, Tough Street Construction Project curb regulation changes?
I'll make a motion
I'll
to
make a motion.
accept.
All right, can I
Second.
get second? Wonderful. Can I get a roll call vote to accept item number 4, A and B, Tough Street Construction Project curb regulation changes?
Yes. Chair Lathan,
Yes.
Counselor Said,
Yes.
Lena Webb,
Yes.
Lieutenant Rimel,
Yes.
Assistant Chief Tierney,
Yes.
and that's 5 yes, and the motion carries.
Wonderful. Moving on to item number 5, Hawkins Street contraflow bicycling request. Request to allow a two-way travel for people riding bicycles on Hawkins Street between Washington Street and Somerville Ave. Who is here to discuss this item from the administration or city?
Hi, Chair. That would be me, Adam Polinsky, with the city's mobility division. Okay, so evening, everyone. This item is a little bit more of a housekeeping item. So you may all remember that last year, Western Washington Street went a pretty large scale redesign, and that construction has been happening and is just wrapping up this year. So I've got links in this slide deck to all of the stuff that we talked about over the course of last summer. I did fail to include one regulation request change, which was the formalization of the contraflow on Hawkins Street. So you all would have seen it, but I did not include the language to make that formal and official. So I'm here today to request that we do formalize that contraflow. The markings that you see here in that image are out on the street now. And so it is functioning that way. And we would just request that we have permission to put up the signs there. So the whole idea behind this, I think, you guys have approved some contraflow streets already. The idea behind this particular one is that we do have a bus bike lane going into Union Square eastbound that you can see on the edge of the plan sheet here in that image. And the idea is to provide a safer connection for anyone that may not feel comfortable using that bus bike lane and sharing that. So if you go up Hawkins Street and then take a right down into Somerville Ave, it can still provide you safe access using a neighborway and a dedicated bike lane on Somerville Ave to get into the square if that's your preference. So the idea was that would be an alternate route. And we're here today to ask that that request become official. So that's all I've got, and can answer any questions if there are any.
Any questions from the committee? Hearing none. Can I get a motion to accept or deny item number 5, Hawkins Street contraflow bicycling request? Lena?
I'll make the motion to approve.
All right. Counselor
Second.
Said? Great. Can I get a roll call vote to accept item number 5, Hawkins Street contraflow bicycling request?
Yes. Chair Lathan,
Yes.
Counselor Said,
Yes.
Lena Webb,
Yes.
Lieutenant Raimel,
Yes.
Assistant Chief Tierney,
Yes.
and that's 5 yes, and the motion carries.
Wonderful, wonderful. I believe that is it for our agenda. Well, again, my apologies for being late and stuck in traffic. I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday season and just enjoy whatever time you're going to be spending over this next month. Can I get a motion to adjourn our wonderful meeting?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Lieutenant Raimel?
I will second it. And I did manage to get in 4 groovy tunes in your absence, Jill.
Ruby Tunes, cool beans.
Can confirm. Well done.
All right, can I get a roll call vote to adjourn, please?
Yes. Chair Lathan,
Yes.
Counselor Said,
Yes.
Lena Webb,
Yes.
Lieutenant Raimel,
Yes.
Assistant Chief Tierney,
Yes.
and that's 5 yes, and the motion carries. And congratulations again to Lieutenant Raimel for leading us through the first part of the meeting.
Yeah.
My pleasure.
Happy holidays. Thanks, everyone.
All
Thanks
right.
for all you
Happy
do.
holidays.
Bye.
Holidays. See you next year.
Bye-bye.
Yep.